Imagine holding a bag of diamonds in your hands. Now imagine throwing them away, one by one, into the dark ocean. Not because you didn't care, but because you had no idea what you were holding. This is not a story about wealth. This is a story about you and the most valuable thing you've been throwing away every single day. There was once a boy who had everything a child could ask for: a family who loved him deeply, a sharp, curious mind, and more opportunity than most children could dream of. By every measure, he was set up to succeed. But there was one habit that followed him like a shadow. Whenever there was something important to do, a room to clean, an assignment to finish, a skill to learn, he had one answer: "I'll do it tomorrow." And tomorrow always felt so close, so safe, so certain. Why rush? He had time. But time, the thing he was so sure of, was quietly slipping away. Months became years. His friends were growing, learning instruments, winning competitions, building habits, building futures. And the boy? He was exactly where he started. A tree that refused to grow while the entire forest rose tall around him. After one too many failures, his father made a decision. He took his son to visit a sage, an old, wise man known throughout their village for helping those who had lost their way. The boy sat down, head low, embarrassed. The sage looked at him, not with judgment, but with knowing eyes, and said, "I'm going to tell you a story. Listen carefully. Your life depends on it." Long ago, a poor fisherman was working the shore before sunrise. In the thick darkness, his net snagged something unexpected, a heavy sack buried in the sand. He opened it, reached inside. Stones. Just stones. He laughed to himself. What a worthless find. Still, bored and restless in the dark, he began skipping them across the water. 1 stone, 2 stones, 10 stones. He skipped them into the sea, watching them disappear beneath the black water. And then, the first light of dawn broke on the horizon. A pale golden glow touched the beach. The fisherman reached into the sack for another stone and stopped. In the light of dawn, the stone in his hand shimmered, glittered. It was a diamond. He looked at the sack. He looked at the ocean. His hands began to shake. Every single stone he had thrown away, every single one, had been a diamond, and they were gone forever. The fisherman sat down on the sand and wept. Not because he was poor, but because he had been rich and didn't know it. The sage let the silence sit for a moment. Then he looked at the boy and said, "That fisherman is every one of us. The darkness is our ignorance, our failure to understand the value of what we hold. And the diamonds? The diamonds are your moments, your hours, your days. Every time you say, 'I'll do it tomorrow,' you are throwing a diamond into the sea." The boy thought of all the mornings he'd wasted, all the assignments left undone, all the skills he never built, all the diamonds gone. But the sage placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "But look, your sack is not empty. You are young. You still have diamonds in your hands. And right now, this very moment, your dawn is beginning." The boy walked out of that room a different person, not because he gained something new, but because he finally saw what he already had. That evening, he cleaned his room. That week, he finished every assignment early. That month, he signed up for the club he'd been avoiding for years. And slowly, deliberately, diamond by diamond, he built a life. Years later, as a successful man, people would ask him, "What's your secret? Were you just born lucky? Talented?" And he would smile and tell them about a fisherman, standing on a dark beach, throwing away diamonds he couldn't see. So let me ask you something. What have you been putting off? What's the thing you keep saying you'll start tomorrow? Because here's the truth that no one tells you. Tomorrow is not a destination, it's a trap. Every tomorrow is a diamond thrown into the dark. But you are still here, which means your sack is not empty. Your dawn, this very moment, is beginning. You cannot get back the diamonds you've already thrown, but you can choose right now, today, to hold the ones you still have, tightly, wisely, with intention. Time is the only currency that truly matters. Spend it like you know what it's worth. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Drop in the comments, what's the one thing you're going to stop postponing? Make it real by saying it out loud. And if you want more stories like this about time, purpose, and building a life that actually matters, subscribe. We put out new videos every week. Your diamonds are waiting. Don't throw them away.